All right, Bitcoin dumping pretty good today. Dumping pretty good, 25,143. Most of your altcoins are down about 4%. Typical stuff. Bitcoin down 2.5%. Your altcoins are gonna be down 5%. XRP under 50 cents now, 47 cents. BNB looking like shit. We'll probably go under $200 pretty soon. Cardano under 25 cents, down really. Cardano's only down 2.5%. In fact, Cardano is actually down just as much as Bitcoin. Normally, altcoins dump more. Dogecoin down 2%. Where was Solana? I know there's a lot of FUD now with Solana. We'll talk about that a little bit. Solana at $17, down 3%. So overall, kind of a dumpy day. I was checking out the stock market, and stocks are actually up today. It says stocks rise to start the week as tech shares rebound. Normally, when tech rebounds, you also get Bitcoin and crypto rebounding. So I don't know what's going on. I think right now we're kind of looking at one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where everybody's been talking about for like the last month. September is going to be bad. Bitcoin's going back to $20,000. Sell everything you got. One of those situations. And I think that's what's happening. With Bitcoin, you normally get these self-fulfilling prophecies, which is good because if you have money on the side, you're going to get some opportunities. Everybody right now is expecting Bitcoin to go down to $20,000. Do I personally think Bitcoin's going to go down to $20,000? I don't think so. I think too many people are waiting for it. I think this is what I think is going to happen. I could be completely wrong. This is just my guess. I think we're probably going to get another flash crash. I think we're probably going to be hanging out $25,000 and we're going to just get this massive dump down to like 23.5. Or maybe even just like 23.9. And people are going to, at that point, people are all going to say, it's over, $20,000 is coming. And people are just going to be waiting for that $20,000. And then we're probably going to shoot right back up to $30,000. I don't think we're going to go under $20,000 again. I could be wrong. I mean, I don't even care if we do go under $20,000 because you're going to be able to get Cardano for like, 18 cents at that point. Theta will probably be like 40 cents. Ethereum, you'll be getting that for like $800 if Bitcoin goes under $20,000. So I could care freaking less. I just don't want to see that happen after the halving. Any dumps we get before the halving, it's all par for the course. Right now, this is when smart money is buying their crypto and everything's going as planned. If this kind of thing happens after the halving, then we can say, oh my God, there might be a problem with the 4-year cycles. All right, so got to talk about BitBoy. BitBoy will be doing his live streams. He's going to be doing his live streams now every day, the same time as the BitBoy channel. Ben Armstrong is going to be doing his live streams, but he's not doing one today. I think he gave some excuse where he doesn't even have computer equipment. I was thinking to myself, we're going to listen to a little bit of this. I'm like, maybe this is the karma that Ben Armstrong needed. Maybe this is kind of like what needed to knock him off his pedestal because he was a real asshole. Not only just shilling the scams, but during bear markets, bragging about all the stupid Lamborghinis he was buying, which essentially he bought off you guys buying the scam tokens that he was promoting and you guys using the leverage exchanges that he was getting kickbacks for. So he was just rubbing it in your face. And I just kind of love that he just got knocked off his pedestal and now he has to start all over. Now he's only had this Ben Armstrong channel for like, a couple days now? And he's already got 34,000 subscribers. So he's obviously going to do really well once he starts live streaming. I totally expect him to fuck up and, do something stupid. But I always said, like, he's going to get his karma. I guess maybe this was his karma. He got knocked down. He's starting all over. The guy doesn't even have computer equipment to be able to live stream. So he's essentially, quite literally, starting all over.
It looks like we're going to start our all-out assault on building this channel probably on Tuesday. I've got some stuff Monday. I've got some equipment I've ordered. I've got some things that I need to do to get my setup where I want it to be. And we're not going with high production value, obviously. We're going to be, there's not going to be low production value. I mean, we're going to be doing the best that we can to give you guys a quality product. That's what I always cared about. Just to catch you guys up a little bit, BitBoy is dead. I am Ben Armstrong. BitBoy is dead. Don't call me BitBoy anymore. I have, there's still some discussions going on with, potentially having some mediation in a few weeks, potentially from their side. So, the Hit Network side. So, it's been a hard process along the way, but at the end of the day, like, I'm ready to fight for my, for my new channel. I don't want to fight for the old. I want to fight for the new channel. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight for Ben Armstrong. I'm going to fight for my name. I'm going to fight for the family. And, we're going to start doing more crypto videos and live streaming next week. So probably won't be Monday. Like I said, I've got waiting for equipment. I don't even have a microphone, and the Mac isn't picking up audio very well. So I definitely got to make sure that I have that. So until that microphone comes in, I'm not going to be able to do live streams. But, what's going on in crypto right now? Well, there's a few stories that have been going on, obviously. So, let's talk crypto for, just a minute here, if that's okay. We have the Fed issuing a big warning today, or an article was written by Forbes, issuing a big warning on the stablecoin market. And I think the stablecoin market is something to definitely pay attention to. However, the stablecoin market is at its most dangerous when it's at...
Anyway, this is very interesting to me because, if you just look at BitBoy, even 3 or 4 months ago, the guy was, so hopped up, so on top of the world. And this is kind of what happens when guys like Ben Armstrong get power. They just turn into tyrants. So they become like Adolf Hitler's. I've been watching, you can even see in my side comments, I've been watching a lot of World War II documentaries. all these regular guys who joined, the SS, and they were mechanics, and then you give them a little bit of power and they turn into complete tyrants. Very interesting stuff. But that's kind of what happens when you take a personality like Ben's and you give them a lot of power. They just go absolutely crazy with it. Now, as you can see, he's been knocked off his pedestal and he's back down to, I'm just one of the regular guys, Ben Armstrong. I'm just like you. I'm starting all over. It's going to be low production value. But as soon as he starts getting a lot of views and he gets sponsorships, he's going to be right back to crazy Ben Armstrong again, promoting every scam in the book. But whatever, like I said in my previous video, I still kind of feel bad for the guy because he started that whole freaking BitBoy operation, and those guys came in and pretty much stole it from him. So hopefully Ben Armstrong has learned his lesson, and just do it yourself, man. Don't bring any of these scumbags, because anyone who's going to be friends with you is going to be a leech. Any person who gravitates to your personality, like TJ and these guys aren't going to be good people, because let's face it, you're not good at picking friends, and most people aren't good at picking friends, but you're really bad at picking friends, because essentially every friend you picked stabbed you in the back. So just do it yourself. It looks like he has his wife in the background. She's loyal. Just do it with her, and maybe occasionally just bring in an occasional guest. But yeah, hopefully he's learned his lesson not to create a big corporation, bring a bunch of other people in on it who can actually overthrow him if they get too big. So I will be watching his live stream tomorrow, as I'm sure all of you guys will, and I'm really curious to see what kind of views he gets compared to the BitBoy network. This sort of thing fascinates me. This boring bear market we're in right now, it's just like I'm more interested in the drama than actually what's going on in Bitcoin, because there's really not much going on in Bitcoin. Like I said, stocks are pumping today, but Bitcoin's not. There's no reason for Bitcoin to be going down other than people are just, self-fulfilling the prophecy of September sucks. People have been talking about this Bitcoin death cross for the last month, and that's always a self-fulfilling prophecy. People are always like, oh my God, the death cross is coming, we're going to dump. And if you say it enough, people just get freaked out and they sell, especially all that scared money. Like if you're just some scared money noob and you got $10,000 in Bitcoin and every crypto video you see is the death cross is coming, the death cross is coming. Like, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to sell your coins. And a lot of these YouTubers are like part of the problem, just like getting people to sell. But the good thing about that is, you and me, we're all going to get cheap prices. I saw this article, Sam Bankman-Fried, they're so desperate to get him out of a jail, and they can't think of any good reason to get him out. So they came up with he doesn't have a good internet connection. It's like, you can't make this stuff up. There's something about crypto scammers. They're just I don't know. They're very entitled. I think because a lot of crypto scammers are millennials, so they're spoiled brats to begin with. The difference between a scammer, a millennial scammer, and a guy like Bernie Madoff, usually a guy like Bernie Madoff, they came up from nothing. It's like a rags to riches story. And they were poor all their life, then they get rich and they start scamming. But all these millennial scammers like Sam Bankman-Fried, they all grew up with like a silver spoon in their mouth. So they're so used to nobody telling them no. They're so used to getting whatever they want. So, you never saw Bernie Madoff in jail being like, my internet connection isn't good. Like, he didn't really complain about anything. Once Bernie Madoff was arrested, put in jail, he shut the fuck up, nothing, and then he get his trial. But Sam Bankman-Fried, it's like nonstop bitching. Oh, my internet connection isn't good. Oh, they don't have vegan meals. Oh, I need a vegan meal. I can't be in jail without vegan meals. Like, these guys are so bad, and there's nothing that makes me happier than seeing a whiny, liberal, degenerate, scamming liberal in jail, and he will probably spend most of his life in jail. He'll probably get parole when he's like 50 years old. They're probably going to give him like 50 years or 60 years, and he'll probably get parole in like 20 years. That's my prediction. We shall see what happens. But, I've been looking. I'm like, what news is there in crypto today? I want to talk about Solana. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Solana. It's held by Sam Bankman-Fried. All the scammers were pumping it. Crypto Banter was pumping it. Like, every scammer in a book has a slice of Solana. And not only that, the Solana when we were in that bull market and a lot of people were in crypto, the Solana blockchain would go down every month, or actually every week. And they would actually have to unplug the whole network and reset it. Failed blockchain. And the only reason you're not seeing Solana dump a lot or go down a lot right now is because nobody's in crypto right now. So it's like nobody's even using it. But once we go into that bull market, you will see Solana crashing because there's too many people using the network. And I think once that happens, people are going to realize it's a total failed blockchain. Even though they got that big deal with Visa and all that other stuff, I don't buy it. And of course, now you see in this article, of course, as we all know, Sam Bankman-Fried was one of the biggest holders of Solana, FTX, one of the biggest pumpers of Solana, and people are afraid that there's going to be a big dump once they have to liquidate all these scammers who were in Solana. Will they be selling all their Solana? Okay, according to a combination of data from SolScan, which has added up the value of 3 publicly available FTX storage wallets, the FTX estate holds a combination of $1.5 billion in crypto assets on the Solana network. That's a lot of money. And they hold $128 million worth of Solana. So if that gets dumped, I mean, you're going to see Solana and you feel like a douchebag picking on Solana because everything's dumping right now. And I'm not even against buying Solana. Like, I think Solana is probably going to go back up to $150 in the bull market. But I would have a target price right now for Solana at under $10. If Solana goes under $10, I'll probably put like $2,000 into it. Like, even though I don't believe in it, I think it's shit. I think it will have one last pump in it before people figure out it's complete garbage. And it's so low right now. Now, it will only go under $10 if the FTX funds get dumped and if a bunch of whales start dumping it. So it might not even happen. We might just go down to like $14 or $13. But under $10, I could see myself buying some Solana. But the minute Solana like 5 or 10x's, I'm selling it. I just don't believe in it. But other than the Solana news, there's really not much going on. It's boring. That's why I don't make crypto videos every day anymore. I'm actually thinking about making videos about other things too. But it's just, we're in that boring stage. And I do think there is a possibility that we get one more flash crash, which I've been talking about this for the last month. I said we're probably going to go under $25,000 in one flash crash, and that'll get out the rest of the people. There's a lot of people in crypto right now who are like debating whether they still want to be in it. They're like, oh my God, nothing's happened for the last 2 years. This sucks. I'm down on my money. If Bitcoin goes under $24,000 or Cardano goes under 20 cents, I'm out of this fucking shit and I'm never coming back. That's the mentality of a noob. Then Bitcoin goes under $24,000. They sell everything like, oh my God, I'm so relieved. I sold everything. I'm out of this shit. Then they go to bed. They go about their lives. 2 weeks later, they watch the news. Bitcoin's above $30,000 again. Cardano's above 50 cents. Then they get the fear of missing out. They're like, oh my God, I sold everything. I thought it was going to zero. It's going back up. I fucked up. I made a bad decision selling all my crypto. Then they get right back in, and that brings the price up even more because all the dumb money comes flooding back in. and then eventually you sell to them. You sell to that dumb money. So I think that's what's going to happen. It happens every bear market. There's nothing different between this bear market and any other bear market. A lot of people are saying like, oh, this bear market was worse than the last bear market. It really wasn't. I mean, especially with price action. Price action was about the same. The only thing that made this bear market shitty was a lot of things went to zero. Like, like complete zero. Like if you had money on BlockFi, Celsius, everything Cryptos R Us and George was promoting, everything your big YouTubers were promoting, it wasn't that they just dropped 99%. Because dropping 99% is fine because it'll probably come back. But going to zero, like, if you had all your money on BlockFi, you're zero. You got nothing. You're done. Same with Celsius, FTX, Terra Luna. So we had a lot of stuff go to zero, and that's what made it worse. But as far as the actual price action on Bitcoin, it's the same old shit we see every 4 years. All right, guys. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.